Welcome to the channel, cats and kittens. Today, it's Nerdvana time because we're diving headfirst into the ultimate comic book showdown, DC versus Marvel. We're talking Superman versus Spider-Man, Batman versus Wolverine, Wonder Woman versus Captain Marvel. The list goes on. So, buckle up, true believers, because we're about to break down the key differences, the secret origins, and the pop culture impact of these two comic book titans. Get ready to pledge your allegiance because by the end of this video, you'll know which side you're on, Team DC or Team Marvel. Let's do this thing. Let's rewind back to the golden age of comics, when Superman was just a gleam in Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster's eyes. It was 1934, the Great Depression was kicking everyone's ass, and bam! National Allied Publications, the company that would become DC Comics, bursts onto the scene. A few years later, in 1939, Martin Goodman launches Timely Comics, which would eventually morph into Marvel Comics. DC hit the ground running with Superman, the archetype for every superhero that followed. Then came Batman, the brooding, gadget-wielding vigilante who proved you don't need superpowers to be a badass. DC was building a universe of colorful, larger-than-life heroes like Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and The Flash. Marvel took a little longer to find their footing, but in 1961, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby unleashed the Fantastic Four. Suddenly, superheroes were flawed, relatable characters with everyday problems, a game-changer. Alright, let's talk about the heart and soul of these comic book universes, the characters. DC's roster is packed with iconic heroes who are practically synonymous with the superhero genre itself. We're talking about Superman, the ultimate symbol of hope, and Batman, the caped crusader who shows us that even in darkness, we can rise. Then you've got Wonder Woman, a feminist icon from day one, Aquaman, the king of the seas, and The Flash, the Scarlet Speedster. DC's heroes are like the Greek gods, powerful, majestic, and sometimes a little messed up. Marvel, on the other hand, brings the human touch to the superhuman. Spider-Man, the web-slinging everyman, is just a kid from Queens trying to do the right thing. And then there's the X-Men, outcast mutants who struggle with prejudice while trying to protect a world that fears and hates them. From grand operas to ground-level grit decoding the storytelling styles. One of the biggest differences between DC and Marvel is their approach to storytelling. DC often goes big, bold, and operatic with epic sagas that span galaxies and dimensions. Think about Crisis on Infinite Earths or The Death of Superman. Marvel, on the other hand, tends to ground their stories in a more relatable reality. They excel at telling smaller, character-driven stories that explore themes of loss, redemption, and the human condition. Think about The Night Gwen Stacy Died or Daredevil Born Again. Marvel's stories are like gritty, character-driven dramas that you can really sink your teeth into. From page to screen to pop culture domination, both DC and Marvel have had a seismic impact on pop culture. DC was the first to conquer the silver screen with the 1978 Superman movie starring Christopher Reeve. It defined the superhero movie genre for a generation. Marvel exploded onto the scene with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, starting with Iron Man in 2008. The MCU has become a global phenomenon, weaving together multiple film franchises into a shared cinematic universe. The MCU's success has changed the game for superhero movies, raising the bar for special effects, storytelling, and box office returns. The future of fandom. What lies ahead for DC and Marvel? Both DC and Marvel are constantly evolving, introducing new characters, exploring new storylines, and finding new ways to connect with fans. DC is expanding their cinematic universe with upcoming movies like Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom and The Flash. They're also pushing the boundaries of storytelling in their comic books with events like Dark Knight's Death Metal. Marvel is entering a new phase with movies like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and Thor: Love and Thunder. On the comic book front, they're delivering compelling stories that tackle social issues and explore diverse perspectives. The future of DC and Marvel is bright, man. They're constantly finding new ways to surprise and delight fans. Outro. So, who you got, DC or Marvel? Alright, comic book fans, there you have it. The epic showdown between DC and Marvel, from their humble beginnings to their current status as pop culture juggernauts. We've explored their origins, their iconic characters, their unique storytelling styles, and their massive impact on pop culture. Now it's time for you to weigh in. Which universe speaks to your inner geek more? Are you Team DC, drawn to the mythic grandeur and timeless heroes? Or are you Team Marvel, captivated by the relatable characters and grounded storytelling? Hit us up in the comments below and let us know which side you're on. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future comic book deep dives. Until next time, keep on reading, keep on watching, and keep on geeking out.